I feel like that's a really inconvenient window tint. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we got here to the month of July, and didn't really do too much except for get story told to us for 26 minutes. And also we swam. This time, we're gonna begin exploring on the day before our free day. So yeah. As for things that we have to do, I'm just checking on... Okay. Heading down to the first floor and talking to Sharon right away. Good day, Masterine. Oh, hello Sharon, what brings you here? One of my two German's board of directors related work on her behalf. Just that. Oh, I knew you were skilled, but helping out with things that are so tangential like that is really something else. They were merely a few simple tasks, that's all. The chairman rarely finds the time to visit, and as such, she often requests that I come along in her stead. Sharon for you, shrugging off her own superhuman accomplishments. And for that, we go and check out our character notes. We get Supermaid. You know, fair enough. That's a very, very reasonable thing to have on there, considering it is Sharon, and she is indeed a super maid. Continuing along our route through the academy, before we head back to Trista, we do have a few things that we can take care of, even though it is not a free day. First things first, we do want to go to the engineering building. So let's just turbo mode on here and talk to George, because it's a new month. Sports, criminal, offensive arts deal critical damage. We don't have the money for it. But I think now we do. There we go. Do we have the money for it now? We do have the money for it now. And we will indeed buy a criminal. Hi, Crow. First thing that comes to mind when I think of the summer festival is the summer races, of course. She knew which horse was going to dominate the track this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't betting on the horse race? Not to worry. I checked you out so thoroughly it's nearly impossible for me to put down bets in the first place. That's rough being a student sometimes. Good to know that priorities in order. So yeah. I believe critical damage... Oh, never mind. Critical damage is just critical effect, but you have a chance of doing that every turn. Which can potentially be pretty nice. Next stop is the Student Union Building. This is the gym, isn't it? That's the gym. The Student Union Building! There we are. Hello. It's been a moment. And we want to go over to... Actually, I think it's the campus store. Right? Yes. Imperial Chronicles Issue 4. Next up, still in the Student Union Building, we have the Fishing Club, which is here. Hello, Kenneth. Don't know, brother graduated from here, right? He's actually the one who started this club. I didn't come to this academy just to follow in his footsteps or anything. I know here since Trista has so many great spots to fish. Can't say that about most schools. And I believe that should, if we go over to, I think he's a year one. We get his brother. So that fulfills his note. And moving along, we still have just one more thing to... Actually, two more things to pick up. Just real quick. So, let us go over to the... not there. Probably should have stopped by the library first. Head over to the field. No, but still. I swear I just heard someone talking. And we see two dots over here. I don't know. He didn't show potential when we were ignored. I knew I should have come with you. It's pretty likely he's a key. This sounds familiar. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Huh? Oh, Emma, it's you. Wait, isn't that Black Cat? Wait, how long have you been there? I was just passing by when I heard voices, so started wondering where they're coming from. Wait. You're talking with someone, right? Where'd they go? Well... I was talking to a friend with my Arcus. That communication function I'm sure is convenient, isn't it? You know it. Sorry I interrupted you then. Get out of your way if you want to call them back. It's alright, we just finished talking anyway. Something you need to worry about. Nothing at all. Okay, if you say so. Still, you really do know that cat then? Wait, it's not your cat, is it? No, it's not quite like that. If anything, she's like my supervisor. A cat is? Sorry, I meant my friend, yeah. Two of us have a real connection. Like when we first came to the kid and kept running into each other. If you're offering some milk and cheese, we eventually struck up a friendship. That's how it was, huh? She's pretty well behaved today. Take it she's in a good mood. It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? There we go. Anyway, I'm sure her owners and Tristan must be getting worried, so I should take her back there. After it might cause some trouble if the instructors found a cat on the academy grounds. Alright. I don't think anyone actually cared. Oh, Emma? Yeah, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know her name, would you? She has honors and Tristan, I'm sure they named her. Yes, you're right. Her name's Celine. Ah, so that's her name. Celine, huh? Got a nice ring to it. Got such shiny, silky-looking fur. Really suits her. Well, at least you knew she was a female. You warned me up until tonight. I thought the bow would have given it away. Alright, Celine, let's get you home. You can get her cozy up with me like that. Just, I'll have to give her some fresh milk. And we get some link experience with Emma for our troubles. Yeah. It's a nice looking cat. I mean, I have a cat, but it doesn't look like that. Anyways, on to relevant matters. Turbo mode over to the library. Because, I mean, we don't have to turbo mode there, but like, it's quicker that way. And we have our recommended reading corner for the Erebone and Folklore, Volume 2. And that is everything that we've got for us in today, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. So, let's start heading back to Trista. Go back to the dorms, and yes, we shall.
I guess there are cicadas around Trista, too. When I hear them, I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived.
Retiring for the day, Schwarzer?
Instructor Neithardt. Yes. Are you heading out too?
Indeed. I have some business to take care of with my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow. With that on the agenda, I thought it wise to finish the day's work early.
Your division? Oh yeah, you were sent here by the Imperial Army, right?
Correct, though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, while I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month.
You mean that incident in Nord?
The same. Reading the Army's report, it seemed that armed conflict with the Republican Army was a real possibility. While the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that.
Thanks. You haven't been able to find out anything more about that man with the glasses, have you?
The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon? Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but chose not to share it with us.
I see.
Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there, but I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success?
Well,
Reading your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me. For an army to function, its members need to work together as a group, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if its members disregard authority and act on instinct. You've already been over this in class, I believe?
Yes, Instructor. I realize now that our actions in Nord were rash, but they made things harder for the Lieutenant General. If it wasn't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the man with the glasses too.
If you understand that, I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts. Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions. I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army, but it's vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and importance of that structure, and to respect it.
Yes, Instructor.
Teaching cadets to respect and work within that system should be the job of their class's instructor. Though considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her.
Her? You're talking about Instructor Sara?
Indeed. Granted, she's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an army background, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up on the basics.
Oh, so do you know what Instructor Sara did before she became an instructor here?
Oh? Is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you were already aware. Before she came to Thor's, Sara was...
It's not very becoming of a gentleman to go around broadcasting a lady's secrets, you know.
Instructor Sara.
Instructor Valentine.
I totally understand where you're coming from. You meet a beautiful, captivating lady and you want to know more. But don't let hard-headed officer types like our friend here rub off on you too much. Got it? You always play by the rules, and you'll find yourself in a jam someday when you encounter people who don't.
Instructor?
You're one to talk. I hardly think a capricious instructor who leaves everything to chance is capable of guiding our cadets to greatness.
Well, of course I couldn't do a better job than the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or was that the Provincial Army? I mean, you've got the whole tradition and status are everything mindset down pat.
These two really don't seem to get along. First Sharon, now Instructor Neithardt. Instructor Sara almost seems like she's spoiling for a fight.
Who do we have here? Well, if it isn't Instructor Sara and Instructor Neithardt.
Uh-oh.
Instructor Thomas?
Oh, and young Reen is with you too. Simply marvelous. It looks like you're having a downright jolly time. Would you mind if I joined you?
I'm not sure that would be...
Actually, I was just leaving. Come along, Reen. We need to hurry back to the dorms now.
We do?
Oh, but while we're all together like this, what say we have a few drinks together and enjoy some quality faculty bonding time? I heard the two of you really know how to hold your liquor.
I'm afraid I really must...
I've actually just been hit with the overwhelming urge to drink alone in my room tonight.
Now, there's no need to be shy. We're all friends here. Oh, I know. Why don't you come along with us, Reen? We can't float a beer your way quite yet, but I'd be happy to treat you to something else.
No, it's quite all right. You teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
No, Reen, well, wait! What kind of heartless monster are you? Get back here, Reen Schwarzer!
Well, shall we be off?
I couldn't possibly. I need to depart early tomorrow morning, so I really must insist.
I feel so bad for Instructor Thomas. He seems like such a good guy. Oh well. And yeah, let's hang out in the dorms. Now, just get to know our fellow classmates more. Listen to me fail at voice acting once again. Good evening, Reed. Hey there, Marcus. Still studying, huh? It's okay, but make sure to call at night before it gets too late. Don't worry, I will. When it starts getting warmer, I'll probably be easier to focus on studying during the mornings and evenings. That's why I figured it might be a good idea to start easing myself into the new studying hours right now. See, I can't help but be impressed how neat and tidy your room is. Because that should be a surprise though. You always seem like the types that keep everything in its place. That's supposed to be a compliment. Of course. Well, it is just easier to concentrate in a clean room. Keep yours in order too. Clean room is a relaxing place. I should probably take your advice to heart there. My room is not clean. I'll just say that. Breaking the fourth wall. Elliot! Don't know, what's that? I won't be able to go to the summer festival this year. So I grew up in Heimdall. I look forward to it every summer. That and... what? Just forget I said anything. Seems like Elliot's got his story coming up in the next field study. New drawing, guys. Came with a great idea for a painting during our field study last month. In the middle of roughing out a composition for it at the moment. Look forward to seeing the finished piece. Sorry to say, but this one's going to take me a while. I have plenty of other projects to work on too, so I'm planning on doing this painting at a nice, relaxed pace. But don't worry, I plan on showing all of you when it's done, so I hope you look forward to it. Sounds good to me. Guy seems like he'd be a good painter. What are you up to, Eustace? Including my horse riding gear. I got dirtier than I expected while I was riding out on the highway today. It looks like you're having fun in the riding club. I understand that though. Riding those horses out in the North Highland on our field study felt fantastic. It really did. If you ever had the opportunity to do so again, I certainly wouldn't complain. Eustace is finally warming up and he's not just being soon, he's finally being tsundere. Sorry to hear you sigh like that. I'm feeling tired, that's all. Lately between swimming lessons and club practice, I feel like I've spent more time in the water than out. I guess I still have a way to go. We must still be bothering her. Yeah, it is very weird to see Laura get all worked up like that. Let's steal some of Sarah's beers while we're at it, though. Apparently we can't because we're responsible. It feels like summer's here now that our swimming lessons have started. I was thinking about going to the boutique tomorrow to buy some new clothes. I don't know if I should. We're almost always in our uniforms, so there probably isn't that much point. Some uniforms are fairly comfortable too. I guess I shouldn't buy trendy clothes if I won't have a chance to wear them. It's logical, but still disappointing. Yeah, well, fair enough. Oh, Reed. Kafie? Kind of spacing out there. Fine. You need something? Not really, I just want... Wait, what are you sitting on? Weapons, explosives, all that good stuff. Just be careful with those. I know how to handle them. It's probably a bad thing, though. Nah, nothing. I'm gonna sleep. Night. Yeah, maybe it's not the best that you have a small child knowing how to handle explosives. Also, that Mishy plush that we got for Laura is still here. Good evening, Reed. Evening, Emma. Aren't those cards the kind people use for fortune telling? That's right, they're called tarot cards. Grandmother taught me how to use them. You really seem to be into that fortune telling stuff, huh? Let me read my fortune. Something simple is fine, of course. Simple. Let's go with this, then. Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. This card represents chance, change, and turning points in life. So our general reading would suggest that you're approaching a major turning point in your life. It's a bit vague, isn't it? I'm still learning the finer points of reading the cards. I'm rather curious about this result, though. Seems like Emma doesn't want to let us know about some things, which isn't really, you know, too much of a surprise, considering there are a lot of secrets we don't know about Emma. I'm back! Oh, it's been a while since we got this plastered. Don't tell me you and Instructor Neithardt were trying to outdrink each other. Of course not! I hardly even drank anything. Now Instructor Thomas, though, wow, you should have seen him drink those beers. I did my best to rise to the challenge, of course, but he just kept chugging away. It's like the booze didn't even faze him. Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll shake it off after a good night's rest. Well, have you ever thought of maybe drinking in moderation? I think I've heard of it before long ago. Thank you, Sarah, for being the most responsible adult. Lady Sarah returned home a few moments ago. Master Neithardt was even such a gentleman as to escort her back too. I see. It does take a gentleman to escort a stone-dead drunk back home when he's plenty busy himself. It would seem that Lady Sara had an enjoyable evening drinking with her co-workers. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of joining them sometime should the opportunity present itself. I get the feeling she'd place on the list of monster drinkers. And not like monster drinkers as in drinkers of monster energy, but you know. You know what I mean. Anyways, that should be it for now. We're past the 20-minute mark, so next time, we'll be starting off our free day. So, until then, see you guys later.